Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and we are here at Cowboy Church here in Lakehills, Texas. We've been to a Cowboy Church before, but down in South Texas, but today I thought I'd do the Hawaiian thing. My wife wanted me to wear my cowboy hat, and I said no. But she did wear hers, so she's inside, and this is why we're just off a pretty good-sized road, but this is, she looks like the Cowboy Barn, doesn't it? This is the building here. We're going to go inside and take a look around, and in case you're in this area, you might want to come to this church. And the other thing is, you might see some things in this church that just might want to help improve your own church. That could happen. Or you might see some things like, ooh, I'm glad we don't do that. But I want to try and get you some pictures of the music, the facility, and of course the message today. But come on with us, because you just entered the Coolest Life, Church Edition. That church. Church has just started, and this is the main foyer just as you walk in. They do serve breakfast here at 8:30, but we couldn't get our butts out of bed that quick, that early. I like all that. There's chairs. We're going to go inside and take a look. So they got a little coffee bar here. Part was open earlier. I like the floors, it's nice. Good sized church, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, quite frankly. I'm going to go find my wife. Oh, she's up front somewhere. Baptismal.
Well, so a day or two later, when my wall hadn't turned up, somebody knocked at my door, and I went to open the door, and there standing was this man that everybody knew because he was a fixture in our little town. His name was Larry Oakley. And well, I said, well, hello, Larry, what's going on? And he didn't say much, because Larry didn't ever say much. He was very quiet, very shy, a little awkward. You would see him here and there doing whatever he was doing, traveling back and forth across town on his bicycle. And he just held out his hand, and he had been going down the street, and he had found my driver's license and some other things for my wallet scattered on the street. And he gathered them up and made sure he returned them to the rightful owner. And that memory came to my mind today because that, for me, has painted a picture that has helped me understand the biblical idea of honor. Wow. Daniel was a very self-controlled person, and he proved in that moment that money and power, things that these prizes that Belshazzar would manipulate people with, they had no hold on Daniel whatsoever. They had no appeal whatsoever. He could not be bought. Yet, he still cared about what was right and what was true, and even cared about Belshazzar enough to tell him what he needed to know. So he did not withhold the truth. He told him the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and relayed it in a very plain, clear, respectful manner. Responsibility and privilege. Choice. Yet we also have an enemy who's thrown some pretty raggedy, filthy, disgusting things in there to the mix. And so we got choices to make. They're important choices. They're far-reaching choices. And sometimes like a dog, I know I have gravitated toward the raggediest, filthiest, nastiest stuff of the bunch. These are from your sight. Keep them in the midst of your heart. For they are life to those who find them, and health to all their body. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away from you a deceitful mouth, and put devious speech far from you. Challenge is to choose truth. Gross understatement. When I opened that box and dumped out the contents, dozens and dozens of parts came out, and there was a little instruction booklet there, and I picked it up and just glanced at it and set it aside, thinking how hard can it be. And so I just started doing what seemed to be like the obvious thing to me, what seemed good and right to me. And I reached a certain point where things were not coming together like the way they should. This is not looking much like the picture on the box. This doesn't fit what, so I had to back up, and I picked up that instruction booklet and began to read it and find out where I went wrong, somewhere around step 3 or 4. But, which step 1 is open the box. Anyway. So I had to take everything apart and start completely over, but this time carefully following those instructions. Watch the path of your feet, and all your ways will be established. Do not turn to the right nor to the left. Turn your foot from evil. As I read over these verses earlier and prayed about these verses, some things popped to mind, instances in history that I remember reading about in which people arrived, an invasion force sailed across the sea to another land, and when they arrived, they would unload everything and burn the ships. And I was aware there was a time in history to get started. Or maybe as simply as this, with something deep down in your heart is tugging at your heart, telling you that you need Jesus today. So let this moment be the moment you make that choice, that I'm surrendering my heart, that I'm choosing to believe in you, Jesus. I believe that God raised you from the dead, and that you forgive my sins. I'm surrendering my heart to you. That's a decision, the best choice a person will ever make in their life.
Well, that's the end of the service. And sometimes they have a band at the end of most services, but not this one. Band will come back on, and nice facility though. Definitely built for a church. It was built initially as to look like a barn, which it does. Oh, there's 300 people here. Cool, well attended. If we were going to be here in the area for any length of time, we'd probably go here. Good service, kind of short and sweet. The music kept going and going. I was like, boy, if this music is any reflection of what the service is going to be like, we're in trouble. But it wasn't. It wasn't. The music was good. There was a lot of songs. I think they had like 8 songs or something like that. They did a real good job harmonizing, didn't they? It sounded good. Acoustics in there were well good also. But we are just leaving the service, and service was a message itself was great and to the point, as you saw. But hopefully you got something out of it, and we're hope you will like and subscribe, and we'll get back with you. See you on down the road, because we're just out here living
The coolest life.
church edition.